Hello guys, and welcome to the Center of Aviation. In today's stream we're doing some live plane spotting at Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. We got a great view here of runway 9 left, 9 right, and a bit of runway 10. There's some east operations today. As a 757 rotates off the end, that's a pretty vertical takeoff right there. Headed out of there. So we've got a 767 that just landed from Miami, and then we've got a challenge accepted 747-400 taxiing out. Make sure to chat, guys, if you're just tuning in. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Make sure to check out the Discord server. That link is in the description. Hope everybody enjoys the stream. What's going on, SoCal Aviation? How are you doing? Here goes a Delta A321. Thank you so much for tuning in, SoCal Aviation. How's your day going? There goes that A321. He's out of there. Goodbye. Get a good view of that 7.4 over there. What camera am I using? Some of that stuff is in the description, but it's the Nikon D7500 with a 70 to 300 millimeter lens on it. And SoCal Aviation, how's the audio? Is it all good? .737 taking up a bunch of runway there. He's out of there. This guy's taking a long time to taxi. I hope you feel better, SoCal. How's everybody doing? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to answer the poll here. Seeing the Dash 8 winning. It's interesting. Let's give the old one some love. Aircraft sounds off. Yeah, it's I only have one microphone set up. It's kind of hard to do 2 microphones for live plane spotting, so it's kind of good that the aircraft sounds soft though, so you guys can hear me. It'd be blasting the whole stream. Oh. comes that big old 744. What's going on, Mr. J? How are you doing? What's going on, United Air Force? How's everybody doing? Thank you guys for joining me for some awesome afternoon plane spotting. Should be getting an arrival rush soon here. There he goes. Should be spooling him up here soon. I think once he gets past the Mike 2 intersection, he'll go. Here we go. Taking up all the runway. Wow, he is taking up all of it. He's headed over the North Atlantic to Liège tonight. There he goes. Yeah, Atlanta's one of the only airports that Challenge Airlines goes to, so it's pretty cool to see him here. Oh, that's cool, Mr. J. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, I saw that he was delayed today. I just hate when they land runway 10 when they with E stops and West stops, but just makes kind of no sense to me. So much longer of a taxi. So here's a 737-900 ER headed to Sarasota, Florida. There's the Mike 2 intersection. What's going on, Julian? How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. It would be nice if they flipped the field. Oh, yeah. That's cool. I mean, there's pros and cons to each way they do operations. Alright, well, it looks like we have an arrival on 9 right here, so that's good. People vote for the 200. What is wrong with you guys? I agree. I thought the 200 was going to get some love, but who knows. Oh, guys, looks like we have the Eva Air 777 coming in here in a few minutes. He's actually landing 9 right. Alright, now that I say that, they start landing 9 right, so let's go. That's going to be fun. Alright, so here's that 757, first 9 right arrival in a while. Getting a little windy here. Not bad there. Alright, so here goes the 737. Like I said, he's headed to Sarasota. And they're taking up all the runway. Wow. Everybody today is taking up runway. Come on. Where is he? Finally getting up. Oh my goodness. Finally. Alright, here's a 717. He's headed to Washington Dulles. Copa 73 on final. For 9, right? Oh, there he is. Yep, I see him on play right there. And then the Aero 777 is right behind him. Yeah, so the 739s, I mean, also known for the slow rotations because of the longer fuselage, avoiding tail strikes. It's common for them to rotate slowly, get off the ground, and then do a little bit of a rocket climb. Yeah, we'll catch that Copa 73 in a second. Wanna join me? Oh my goodness. St. Pete to Anchorage? Oh my goodness. Julian, how do you do these long flights? St. Pete to Anchorage. How long is that showing? Like 7 hours? Oh my goodness. You fixed the throttle. Oh, nice. Is it like working, or is it working for like 5 seconds at a time? That's awesome to hear. Did you and your mom fix it? I knew you were gonna fix it. Whoa! Oh my goodness. There you go, Mr. J. Here's your Copa 73. Dude, did you guys see that 717 rotation? He was that close. Seven hours, 30 minutes flight time. I don't know, man. Depends on when you want to start it. That's a long flight, man. Alright, speaking of Anchorage, here's the Eva Air 777. It works for as long as you need it to. New one coming in tomorrow. Yes! Nice! So you were able to order it? Let's go. Dude, yes. That's awesome to hear. Alright guys, big old 777, here he is. He's down. Space shuttle takeoff. Wonder what that was there right after lift. Yeah, the Mad Dogs always have the space the rocket climbs. That was a bit of an over rotation. Alright guys, in 7 minutes, we're getting lucky with the heavies today. We have 7 minutes, and we're going to be getting a Virgin Atlantic A330 Neo coming over here. Stunning, yep. That 777 is so awesome. The Eva Air livery is pretty cool. Julian, what time are you thinking about that flight? About starting it. Alright, here goes a CRJ. Another very quick and aggressive rotation. It's pretty big headwind today, so I guess that's the reason. What's my favorite airline? Oh, it's gotta be Delta. I see it a lot, I fly it a lot. But I mean, some other cool airlines like Singapore are pretty cool. I mean, Frontier has pretty cool liveries, so it's pretty cool. Oh, guys, we have an A350 taxiing out. He's headed to Tel Aviv. Pretty new flight, actually. I just inaugurated like a month ago, I think. Whenever I want to. So, Julian, what if you take the Challenger up to Seattle now, and then I might be able to pick it up Seattle to Anchorage with you? How does that sound? I'll fly like maybe the 7-3, Alaska 7-3. Oh, I was thinking about taking the Phoenix, actually. I'll take a Phoenix and with the Alaska livery, maybe, if you want. That'd be fun. I've never done Seattle to Anchorage, so let's see. Dallas is your number 1, Southwest number 2. Yep, I like Southwest. I mean, open seating is pretty cool. Alright, here's another touchdown. Coming in from Jacksonville. There he is, touching down. Haven't seen anyone good on the deep south arrival, so today should be good with the heavies. I know, yep, looks good. But you're good with that, Julian? I mean, I can't guarantee that I'll do Anchorage to Seattle, but I mean, I definitely can't do St. Pete to Anchorage. A bit too long, but. Alright, guys, next up, 737 coming in from Fort Myers. Here's a 737 on the way out to Raleigh, Durham. But yeah, Julian, you're gonna do to Seattle. That should be around 5 hours, I think. Alright, here he is. He is down. The 747-200 is making a comeback. It is making a comeback. Alright, guys, we have 3 back-to-back arrivals coming up. A CRJ, an A321, and behind it, the Virgin Atlantic A330 Neo. 24 minutes, Delta 753 landing from San Diego. That's cool. I like seeing the 300s. It's something different. Those things look so long. Yeah, thanks for the updates, guys. Guys, also we have ATC audio running. Five hours and 7 minutes to Seattle. Alright. So you can do that and then I'll pick it up with you later, maybe. But I get departing pretty soon here if, I'll try. I don't know. I'll try to join you though. I was thinking about taking up the Phoenix, so I'll take it with Alaska. I believe Alaska has the A320, or had it at some point, so I can fly Alaska. Yeah, I want to take up an Airbus a little bit. You'll describe that as pencil. Yes, it is the definition of a pencil. Literally more than classroom pencils. It's literally a pencil. Like, I don't even know how it just, it's... I honestly don't really get the point of a 753. Because just buy a 767 200ER. I mean, or even a 300ER. It's more comfortable. It makes a little more sense. More range and everything. 753's range isn't very good. But here goes that 737 to Raleigh, Durham. Alright, the Virgin Atlantic is number 1 now. Man, these 7.3s are rolling so long. Come on, rotate, rotate, rotate. There he goes. He's out of there. There's an A321 on the rollout. He came in from Austin. He'll be at Atlanta spotting tomorrow. That's cool, Casey. Thank you for tuning in. How's your day going? One day you go back. One day when I get to go again, I hope Delta's flagship. You hope you get on Delta's flagship services on their 350s. Yeah, I've been on their 350s once. I have a trip report out on it. Absolutely amazing. It's all the new Delta One suites and everything, and all their new products. All right, so there's that big A330neo. All the way out there. Still a good bit out. I haven't seen this one land yet, so it's pretty cool. I've seen it take off. You haven't flown on a 7.5, so you don't know what it feels like. I mean, not really like it feels different, just... You'll definitely feel the rocket climb, though. And it's loud. I love the sound of it. Alright, here he is. And he's down. So Virgin Atlantic only recently started using the A330neo. They used to fly the A350, but it's cool to see the A330neo. Glad you're doing well, Casey. What's my favorite international carrier? Delta. No, I'm just kidding. Probably, I don't know. Maybe Singapore. Singapore Air is pretty cool. Look at that owl right there. That's one cool thing about Frontier is all their different liveries. If you haven't noticed, every single one of their tails is different. Like, different animals on the tail. It's pretty cool.
Airlines 1 radar contact, position reported. You cleared into the class Bravo airspace. And just proceed over the approach.
Beautiful, yep. What type of tripod do I use? I use, so for the head, I use a Mansueto. Wait, hold on. So for the head, it's a Mansueto, and for the actual tripod itself, it's a Benro. It's one of the taller ones. If you look, it's kind of the blue one. I'll link it in the description for my next stream. Find that out for you guys. Favorite Frontier tail? I don't know. They're pretty cool. I think the penguin one's pretty cool. Forgot what the actual name of it, but the penguin one seems pretty cool. This one's pretty interesting. Alright. Frontier's lining up and waiting.
Another 980, Atlanta Tower, crossing way turbulence, arrived heavy Airbus 330, runway 9 right, clear to land.
So SoCal Aviation, I know you spot on San Diego. What airline do you see the most in San Diego? Alright, so the A350, like I said, pulled out of the gates now.
Appreciate that, Delta 980, it was, you're clear to land, runway 9 right, crossing way turbulence, arrived heavy Airbus.
Or maybe he's not. Maybe he's heading to the north side. Oh my goodness. Dang it. He's heavy. Come on, send him to 9 left. Alright, so he's lining up and waiting. Julian, you still here? Thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure to chat if you're just tuning in. Thank you so much everybody for watching. A like and subscribe is greatly appreciated. And donations are also greatly appreciated if you want me to keep streaming and be able to make content for you guys. Alright, here goes the Frontier A321. Everybody's taking up so much runway. Alright. Here's a 7.5. He's down. Loading up the sim now, that's cool. Yeah, there you go, Mr. J. Thanks for helping out. Which one is it, SoCal? Which international one? KC, they can be, but if you do not hourly but daily, can be less. Alright guys, just give me 1 second. I need to replace my batteries. It'll just take 1 second. I just gotta slide it off my tripod real quick. Alright. Here we go. It's back in. We'll lock it into place. And we're back. Nice. Julian, you gonna take the Challenger with me up to Anchorage, or are you gonna switch airplanes? You mostly park at the hotel. That's cool. Yep, that's cool. Alright, here comes a 767-400 ER coming in from Orlando. Yep, thanks, Mr. J. Yep, he's short final. I'll pan over to him in a second. Yeah, that's true, Mr. J. Yep, the roads that go around the airport are really good. You can get some good close-up shots if you want. For free. Alright, here he is. Pretty average 767 landing. Air France sending 350s. Oh, that's awesome. To San Diego. That's awesome. Yep, that's cool, Casey. Wow, we're getting all the heavies on the south side today. Rome A330 coming in. Challenger on both legs. Man, you love that Challenger.
Heavy.
You're hoping to make.
Hold short of runway 90 left.
They are.
XPO.
Yeah. They're gonna make a. They're gonna make the south one much taller, apparently. Yeah. Julian, you should take the 7-8 or something. I don't know. You can take what you want. Actually, I might take the 7-6. I don't know. I'll figure it out, Julian. Or the A340. I don't know. I'll probably take the Phoenix. Phoenix is gonna be good for Anchorage and stuff. That'll be fun. Yeah, you're hearing rumors of 6 runway. It's not a rumor, actually. It's a plan. They are planning on doing that. They're gonna have to redo that whole area again. Like it's like gonna be the third time they're gonna have to remodel it. Second or third. It's gotta be really expensive to do it, but it's gonna be like a shorter one, like 6,000 or 7,000 foot, I think, for CRJs and any bizjet traffic. Alright guys, update on the A350. It went back to the gate actually, so it might have had something like an engine start issue, flap, something, who knows. Some sort of issue probably. Watching from Sarasota, Florida. Wish Delta brought back the widget livery. I agree. Yeah. It's that would have been really cool to see. Or at least make like a retro special livery of it. That would be amazing to see. Okay, they're sending. Now we have an A330 on final coming in from Orlando. Since when does Delta bring A330s from Orlando? Like what? Welcome to stream, Aaron. Thank you so much for tuning in. How is your day going? You wish Air France would send their 787s. Oh really? Well, you should be grateful you get a heavy in San Diego, because I mean it's full of narrow bodies there. Yeah, I agree, Mr. J. I mean, it's a lot of open space, like right here. All of this. So I guess that's gonna go towards the 6th runway. So yeah, A330 is next up, guys. A bunch of heavy landings today. It's been a great stream. Pretty uncommon for that to happen. Yep, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the 6th runway is definitely in the plans and in the works. They send a 7-6 from JFK, really? What's up, Gordon? How are you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. Have I seen Lufthansa A340? I have. There's some videos on my channel of it, some shorts. Actually, my first plane spotting short was of the Lufthansa A340 in Atlanta. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I have seen it. I believe they're using the Eurowings 330s now again, which is kind of annoying. They were using the 340s around December and January a lot. But back to the good old Eurowings 330s. Alright, so here he is. Somehow coming in from Orlando. Never seen an A330 coming in from Orlando. It's not a charter flight either. That's weird. It's not that windy. I was rocking the wings a lot. Ooh. Little bounce there. That was a bit rough. I could tell it was going to be rough. It was a pretty rough approach. How's it going, MJ? Good evening from London. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's 8:50, right? 7:50 or 8:50 in London. Yeah, Casey, unfortunately, I don't think I will be spotting tomorrow, but That's cool. Have some fun, and I believe you're in the Discord server, so if you want to post some photos, you can. Have a whole channel for photos in the Discord server. You could even post some MP4 videos or whatever. That'd be cool. Definitely check them out. Surprised when you saw that yesterday. I saw United sends a Dreamliner. Wow, is that true? I gotta check that out. 750. Yep. Wow, we're getting all the heavies. Another 767 is coming in. But we got another A330 short final. He's the next one coming in. So we got an A330 and then a few narrow bodies, then a 7.6. This is awesome. That one's coming in from Barcelona. Yep, SoCal, yep. Gotcha, you have DSLR camera equipment, so you'll post some photos. That's cool. Yeah, which camera do you have? Which one do you have? That's pretty cool. Yeah, you can post some in aviation photos, whatever you want to do. Plane spotting talk in the server. That'd be cool. Definitely check them out. Do any of you guys have photos on jet photos? There's that next A330. He's also rocking his wings. I'm gonna make a bold prediction. It's gonna be a firm landing. Alright, well, it definitely wasn't smooth. I wouldn't call it a hard landing, but it was not smooth. And, you know, London is 8 hours ahead of... Yep, that's cool. Flew Lufthansa A340 from Frankfurt to Dallas a couple months ago. It said they're going to retire him. I know. I mean, they're the biggest A340 operator. I love the A340. It's sad to see him go. Once last year, United sent a 777 down to Atlanta. One of the baseball teams playing last season or so. From where? Like LA or something? SL1, and you have 250 to 500 millimeter lens. Wow, that's some pretty good camera equipment. Alright guys, here's a 7.5. Jet photo has tasted and tested my patience so many times. Had a photo just in the queue just to get declined after 7 days. If you had to fly a different carrier than Delta to Europe, which one would you fly from ATL? That's a good question. I mean, like where in Europe? It depends. But probably like for London, I'd probably fly Virgin Atlantic because it's a partner with Delta, and then of course probably Amsterdam for KLM, Air France for Paris. I will be flying on Air France this summer, so connecting through Paris to Rome. Very slow day at Atlanta. It'll pick up by evening time. I mean, for Atlanta it's slow, but I mean, busiest airport in the world. It's slow for that, but quite the float there, sir. Alrighty. Next up is a 737 headed to Pensacola. You have 757 engine bleed from Delta. Oh, that's awesome, Casey. 753 from San Diego's landing. Okay, check them out. If we can remember, United sent their 777 down here and back from Louisiana. Oh, okay. Fun fact, when I was coming to Atlanta in August last year, I was booked with Virgin Atlantic, then got put on a Delta 76. Wow. I've never heard of getting switched airlines. That's pretty interesting. But I guess that's fine, they're both Sky teams, so. Were you glad you got switched to Delta, or did you wish you were on Virgin Atlantic? That's interesting, MJ. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of that. Here's an A320. Oh, you wish you were on Virgin Atlantic? Wow. That must be frustrating. Alright, so there's a 737 headed to Pensacola, and behind it's an A320 heading to Washington, DCA, Reagan. Casey, did you apply for like a program or something for it? Or our next up for landing is a 767 coming in from Barcelona, Spain. Like, was it like an auction or something? Or was it a giveaway? What was it? And where do you even put, like, what do you even do with it? Just a full engine blade? Like, how do you even have room for that? Is it like part of a blade or something? 747-8 still winning the poll. That's surprising. I would have thought the 400 or 200 is going to win. Alright, we'll let the 737 go. Here's the 767. He is down. A bunch of smoke still there. Yeah, it was, but I did have a good experience. Got reseated 20 rows behind where I was supposed to sit. Dude, that sounds like a horrible experience with you know, you're seating in airlines. But there's a 737 headed to Nassau, Bahamas. CRJ headed to Wilmington, and behind it an Embraer 170 headed to Hilton Head. No problem. What's up, Aviation Lover? No problem. Thank you for tuning in. 764 from London, landing in 9 minutes. Is he on the south side? On their flight Atlanta to Orlando. Oh, I see. Turned into a desk display? Oh, that's awesome. Is it like, so if it's a desk display, it can't be that big. Is it just like a part of it? And did you have to buy it, or did you get it sent like for free or something? Like, how do you just buy an engine blade? It's like, oh, I just want to go buy a 753 engine blade. I'll pay $20 for a little part of it. There's that 7.6. Rotate 7.3s, come on. Man. These 739s are taking up so much runway there. Alright, here's an A320 coming in from Toronto. He is down. The good thing is he set by myself both times, so you were pleased. And you were on a 757, so you had 3 chairs to yourself for an hour. That's awesome. Yep. Yeah, as a part of it. And nope, my friend works for the Delta maintenance, and they're replacing some blades for 7.5. That's cool. Yeah, that's good to have connections. There's an A321. Looks like we have how's your day going? Do you think it'd be a good investment for Ryanair to buy a 747 or A380? Definitely not, because all the airports that they go to already can't even fit a 74 or a 380. And their model is short, fast, low cost to secondary airports. It'd take forever to unload and load up a 747 or A380 especially. And they have stairs. I mean, it might be a good investment for them to buy A220s or A320 Neos and stuff, but definitely not a not a big jumbo like a 74 or 380. So there's Southwest touching down. Reversers. There goes a 321. Rotate. There he goes. He's out of there. Next up for arrivals, a Tampa inbound 7.5. We'll need to head out cookout time for some burgers. Alright, enjoy your burgers. Thanks for tuning in, Casey. Have a good one. After the 7.6 landing from your city, you're gonna go. Alright. Thank you for tuning in, MJ. How far out is he? Qatar 777, 30 minutes out, hopefully south side arrival. Is it a special livery? Is it just the regular one? That's cool. Yeah, hopefully we can check him out down here. Apparently it's the World Cup livery. We need One World. I saw it, so the One World one is cool, but then there's also the like retro Qatar one that I saw. I gotta post that soon. Like the one with like the purple stripe across the passengers' windows. That one's probably my favorite. Besides the One World's pretty cool. Here comes a 7.5. Julian, are you still here? I mean, the World Cup livery is pretty cool, so. Delta 31 is turning on final for runway 9, right? That's the 7.6, right? That's cool. We'll check him out soon.
Turn left to November, hold short of runway 9 left at Sierra. That's 1099 left.
Yep. You're here? Alright, have you taken off yet, Julian? Because by the time I'm there, you might have to slew a little bit to Seattle. It's quite a long flight. But if you don't want to slew or speed it up or anything, I might just control or something, I don't know. But it's, can you look at how long it is from Seattle to Anchorage right now? That's 2 hours, right? 2 to 3, something like that, 2.5. It's not too far, I don't think. Oh, I could fly like a FedEx 7.5 or something on that. That's what I might. I kind of want to fly the Phoenix. I'll fly the Phoenix. Here comes a Frontier A320neo coming in from Orlando. Calling up for IFR. Alright, well, oh wait, Tampa's online? No way. Mark your date in your calendar. How is that possible? Not exactly the smoothest landing ever. Reiner, update, instead of legroom, you roll down the window and put your feet out. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. That's funny. I wouldn't be surprised. Did you hear actually that they're gonna put standing room only in in their planes? What's up, Jambo? How you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing, Jambo? Thank you for tuning in. Here is Delta 31 Heavy. Your guy, MJ. Alright, here's a United 7-3. Jambo's favorite airline. He is down. Doing great. Finished 14-hour flight. Wow. Real world Lufthansa ops, I guess. Didn't you already do that flight? Alright, here he comes, MJ. Your 764 from London. 2 hours, you think? Okay. What's up, Velo? Thank you for tuning in. Alright, here's that London inbound 76. He's down. Oh, you did back from Tokyo. Okay. Yep, there he is, MJ. Smoothish, yeah. It was not butter, but it wasn't bad. Alright, see you, SoCal Aviation. Thank you for tuning in. Any Lufthansa's coming to Atlanta? It's actually Eurowings now. They kind of alternate sometimes, but now it's Eurowings for probably a few months here. They fly the 330, 200, and 300. If it had landing gear like the A330, it'd be my favorite aircraft, yeah. I mean, the forward tilting gears, they look interesting. They kind of make the landing hard, though. Alright, next up, American A321 coming in. Probably from Dallas. That was pretty smooth. Alright, MJ, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night. Alright, next up, Delta 717. He is down. Yep, see it. Next up, Delta 737-900ER. So this is the arrival push, I guess. Now there's a lot of arrivals. He's down with a little bit of smoke. Seems like the United is going to have to wait for a second. He has to wait for something I heard on the frequency. Streaming from the Peach State again. What's up, Gene? Thank you for tuning in. How are you doing? Alright guys, the Qatar Airways 777 is looking like he's going to drop down for 9 right. All the heavies are coming 9 right today. This is awesome. Gina, it's actually not that busy today, surprisingly. It seems busy. I mean, it's the world's busiest airport, but for today, for some reason, it's not too super busy. A little bit of ground effect there. Microsoft Physics, Julian. That literally looked like a Microsoft landing, did it not? Julian, did you see that? Man, the 747-400 has made a comeback, guys. If you want which one to win, make sure to answer the poll. It's the 200-400-8. Alright guys, action is starting to pick up for departures now. Boom. Boom. Boom and boom. Plus an arrival here. Alright, United's clear for takeoff. We'll get the arrival and then we'll catch United on his rotation. Here comes the 75 in from New Orleans. I wonder how the 75 flies different with the winglets and with not. Like as a pilot, from the pilot's perspective. I get for cruising the winglets are better. Just wonder if it flies slightly different. Aviation lever. Alright, I'll be able to call, maybe. I'll be able to call later. Just DM me on Discord.
It's busy now.
Yeah, it's gonna be busy in the summer, Mr. J. Alright, there goes the 737-900ER to Destin Fort Walton. Jumbo, we'll talk later. Sarah comes back to CRJ. Alright guys, the Qatar 777 is about 10 minutes away. That'll be our final aircraft for the stream. This has been an amazing stream. Catch some of these departures, catch the Qatar arrival, and we'll wrap it up there. So here goes that 737. Sorry, let's get back on it. A little bit of a wind gust there. These things are taking up so much runway. The China Airlines 74 took less than this. He took off right before I started the stream. Oh, he took up so much runway. Like how is the 73 considered like well powered? Alright, so there he is, he's down. We've had 2 American A321s the last few minutes. What do you mean flaps? The World Cup livery as well for the Qatar. Yeah, the Qatar livery. What about the flaps aviation livery? Next up for arrival, guys. Okay, well the 75 is screaming, so might as well capture it a little bit here. And rotate. He's up. Probably not. Well, I mean, it's probably just a regular flaps 5 departure. Alright, here's a banana. First banana of the stream coming in. Spirit A320. A320neo. Alright guys, next up for arrival is the Qatar 777-300ER. Alright guys, our last arrival is going to be the Qatar 777. Let's catch the 75 departing. Ease out of here. Alright guys, last aircraft of the stream. Here's that Qatar 777 in the special World Cup livery. It's been 14 hours since he's departed. Big old GE90s on there. Triple landing gear tilted. It's gonna be so cool to see the 777X when it comes in service. Hopefully Qatar flies it to Atlanta. That'd be insanely cool. And he's down. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Thank you so much for visiting the Center of Aviation. Looking at the poll, looks like the 400 and the Dash 8 tied. So we're going to end the poll. That's awesome. Do shout outs real quick. Shout out to Aviation Lover. Shout out to Gene, shout out to MJ, shout out to Jambo, shout out to SoCal Aviation, shout out to Velo, shout out to Mr. J, shout out to Julian, shout out to Gordon, shout out to Casey, shout out to SoCal Aviation if we haven't already, shout out to Aaron, and shout out to United Air Force. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was an awesome stream. Thank you so much, Gordon, for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night. Everybody else, have a great rest of your afternoon, morning, night, wherever you are. And hope everybody enjoyed the stream and has a great day. See you guys.